Hello! In this video, you'll learn how to create a WorldCat Cataloging Partner collection, also referred to as WCP collections in WorldShare Collection Manager. Libraries use cataloging partner collections in agreement with material providers and OCLC to set holdings and to deliver records and spine labels for new print materials ordered from providers. The initial step in the WCP collection process is configuring your profile within the WorldShare Collection Manager institution settings. This includes reviewing your OCLC symbol, enabling the MARC records profile for all collections, and subscribing to report notifications. Since each institution has a single profile in Collection Manager, you'll need to complete this setup even if you manage other collection types. A separate video provides detailed instructions for setting up your profile. This video focuses on creating a WCP collection, along with enabling and configuring collection-level settings for MARC records. Before creating a WCP collection, you will need to gather information from your provider. Obtain the account number, which identifies your library. You will also need the collection ID or IDs associated with the account. These are assigned by the provider and may be the same. It is possible for a single account number to have multiple collection IDs. You must create a collection for each account number and its corresponding collection ID, even if they are issued by the same provider. It is very important that the information you enter for your collection matches exactly what the provider sends to OCLC in the order information, also referred to as the manifest. Begin by signing into your library's WorldShare URL with your username and password. Click Metadata on the top left and then click Collection Manager. If you do not have a WorldShare account or you do not see the Metadata tab, contact OCLC support in your region. Click Create a Collection. Select Cataloging Partner from the Collection Type drop-down. Click Create. The Properties section opens by default. Required fields are marked with an asterisk. Enter your desired collection name in the space provided. I'll enter Wheeler's Fiction. In the provider box, start typing the first couple letters of the material provider's name, then select the provider from the drop-down. I'll select Wheeler's Books. Under Account Number, enter the account number. Do not include spaces or white space characters. Under Collection ID, enter the collection ID. If you would like, add a description for the collection under the description box. Click the WorldCat Holdings accordion. WorldCat Holdings setting must be enabled in Institution Settings, as described in a separate video. Your institution level setting will show as the default. To review or make changes to your institution settings, click the hyperlink to the right of Use Institution Setting. To return to create a collection, select the Collection tab with the In Progress collection name in the menu on the left side of the screen. When you return to the WorldCat Holdings accordion, select Use Institution Setting to apply the settings configured in your profile. If you have enabled Maintain Holdings, you have the option to delay when holdings are set. Click the box next to Delay Holdings by and enter the number of days to delay. This option is often used by libraries utilizing shelf-ready workflows to allow time for materials to arrive before updating holdings in WorldCat. To disable holdings for this collection, select Disable for this collection. If you are a WMS library, you will see your default selection for Holding Audience Level selected. To change this for the collection, select Override and choose the desired audience level. Next, click the MARC Records accordion. MARC Records settings must be enabled in your institution settings. Your institution level setting will show as the default. To review or make changes to your institution settings, click the hyperlink to the right of Use Institution Setting. For WCP collections, MARC record delivery must be enabled to ensure files and labels are delivered. Ensure MARC records delivery is enabled in your institution settings. To return to create a collection, select the Collection tab with the In Progress collection name in the menu on the left side of the screen. When you return to the MARC Records accordion, select Use Institution Setting to apply the settings configured in your profile. With MARC Records enabled, the Customize Records opens by default. Here, you can make record customization changes specific to this collection. Your default holding library code shows. To use a different code for this collection, choose Override and enter the new holding library code. Under Copy Call Number, click Use Institution Setting to use the option in your institution settings. However, to customize it for this collection, click Override. Note that values can only be overridden if the specified tag is mapped in your institution settings. Ensure the tag matches the one configured under Customize Records in your institution settings profile. For example, my institution settings are configured to use the 945 tag when copying the 050LC call number field. For this collection, I want to copy the 082 Dewey call number field instead. I'll enter 945 in the tag field. Select 082 in the From dropdown. Choose exactly as it appears under Format. Other format options will require spacing to be selected. If you mapped collection custom text to your records in your institution settings, you must enter collection-specific custom text notes within your collections. This is because your institution MARC Records text customization work in tandem with collection-specific information. If you need to review defined custom text labels, click the Define Custom Text Labels button. Here, my library configured the collection custom text as tag 590, both indicators blank, subfield A, using the text label, access, and institution settings. Within the collection, I'll enter access in the corresponding field and add the text perpetual access. Click the Record Delivery tab. The default is selected. To customize delivery for this collection, select Customize Delivery. Choose whether you want OCLC to deliver firm and approval records in separate files by provider. Choose if you want records for this collection delivered in a separate file. Then, enter a unique file name for the collection in the text box provided. Next, you have the option to limit record output by encoding level and/or cataloging source. With the default of Use All Encoding Levels selected, you will receive a matching record regardless of encoding level. To receive records with a specific encoding level, click the radio button next to select encoding levels. Then, use the drop-down list to select your desired encoding level or encoding levels. I will choose Full. Another option is to limit by cataloging source. Both options can be used independently or together. Use All Cataloging Sources is selected by default. To limit by cataloging sources, click the radio button next to select cataloging sources. Once enabled, use the drop-down list to select your desired limits. I will choose to only receive items with Library of Congress as the cataloging source. Refer to OCLC bibliographic standards and formats for details on encoding levels and cataloging sources. Note that using filters may result in missing records or PDRs if enabled. If you notice fewer records than expected for a collection, review this section and adjust or remove limits as needed. Next, click Labels to review label settings. Under Enable Labels, leave the default option set to No if labels are not needed. Then proceed to the next settings. To enable labels and customize spine or pocket labels for delivery alongside your MARC records, select Yes under Enable Labels. Then, under Deliver To, choose Library to have label files delivered to your library in WorldShare Collection Manager with your MARC record files, or choose Provider to have label files delivered to your provider. This option is typically used for libraries receiving shelf-ready materials from the provider. Under Format, choose your desired format for printing labels. Under Class Scheme, choose your desired classification scheme, such as LC, Dewey, NLM, etc. Note: label options are available for each cataloging partner collection, allowing you to select specific call number types per collection. For example, you can choose the NLM call number for a medical campus collection and add specific location text, even if other collections don't require labels. Configure the options based on your selection. For example, when you choose LC, you'll be able to view sample data and a label preview. Customize options such as adding a work mark, a period before the first cutter, spaces, etc. If you chose Dewey, you'll be able to enter up to 3 lines of location text, specify placement, and decide if a blank line is needed between the call number and location. If the selected class scheme is not in the WorldCat record, an LC call number will be delivered with LC location options. Therefore, you must complete the LC call number section. If you choose Dewey call numbers, you can configure options for each of the 6 categories within each collection. Click on the Dewey call numbers accordion. Select a category, such as Biography Adult. Then configure options like the call number prefix, the cutter, and other settings. Each category can only be selected once in each WorldCat Cataloging Partner collection. To add another category, click the green plus button. Previously selected categories, such as Biography Adult, will no longer appear, but the remaining categories can be selected and configured. After reviewing and configuring the collection level settings to meet your library's needs, click the Create button in the top left corner to finalize the collection. The system will confirm the collection has been successfully created. Once your collection is created and configured, your provider will send the ordered data manifest containing bibliographic information about the titles you've ordered to OCLC. OCLC will then process your records, incorporating the provider data based on your mappings in WorldShare Collection Manager. Use collection history to view details about the collection's creation and update dates. Next, we will review a recap of the process for WorldCat Cataloging Partner collections. The WorldCat Cataloging Partner's collection process begins when your library orders physical materials from a participating material provider. After placing the order, the library obtains its account number and collection ID from the provider. Next, the library sets up its profile in WorldShare Collection Manager under Institution Settings. During this step, the library verifies its OCLC symbol, enables MARC records and record customization for all collections, and signs up to receive report notifications. Each of these setup steps is detailed in the video. Set up your profile for WorldCat Cataloging Partner collections. Once the profile is configured, the library creates a WorldCat Cataloging Partner collection. It's important to create a separate collection for each account number and its corresponding collection ID. Ensure that the account number and collection ID entered in the WCP collection match the details provided by the material provider. After creating the collection, the library configures collection level settings. This includes enabling WorldCat holdings, if desired, and ensuring MARC records are enabled at both the institution and collection levels to receive MARC record files. Within the collection settings, the library can also enable label delivery, set label options, and configure Dewey call numbers as desired. Once the library completes the configuration and collection setup, the process moves forward. The material provider sends a list of ordered titles to OCLC. OCLC then matches the titles to records in WorldCat, sets holdings, and delivers MARC records and reports. If label files were enabled, OCLC delivers those as well. Meanwhile, the material provider ships the physical items to the library. Finally, the library retrieves its MARC record and/or label files from the My Files area in WorldShare Collection Manager. To access our help site from the WorldShare interface, click the drop-down arrow next to Need Help in the top right corner. Select General Help. Click Metadata Services, then WorldShare Collection Manager. Scroll down to find help with cataloging partner collections. Visit oc.lc/support to obtain additional documentation, training, and information about contacting OCLC support in your region. Thank you for your attention.